This one truth will change how you see your life forever, because one choice creates your entire path. If you're looking for motivation, wisdom, and life lessons, take the path of purpose.
How do I create a better future? The future is not something we wait for, it is something we create. Every great civilization, every technological breakthrough, every societal shift was born from individuals who refused to accept the world as it was, and instead envisioned a world as it could be. From the ancient philosophers who laid the foundation for human rights, to the visionaries who built our modern society, history proves that those who act with purpose shape the future. But how do we, as individuals, create a better future? To understand the path forward, we must first look to the past. Every significant advancement in human history began with an idea. The Renaissance, a period of unprecedented cultural and scientific growth, emerged from a willingness to question tradition and embrace knowledge. The Industrial Revolution transformed economies and daily life through innovation. The Civil Rights Movement changed the course of history through courage and relentless activism. In every era, those who changed the world did not simply hope for a better future, they worked for it. And that work always started with a vision. The first step in creating a better future is defining what better means. We must ask ourselves, what kind of world do we want to build? Do we want a future of peace, equality, sustainability, and opportunity? If so, we must recognize that these goals do not achieve themselves. They require action, sacrifice, and determination. Nelson Mandela once said, "It always seems impossible until it's done." The world we live in today was shaped by people who dared to do what seemed impossible. One of the most powerful ways to shape the future is through education. History has shown that knowledge is the key to progress. Societies that prioritize education advance faster and build stronger institutions. During the Age of Enlightenment, thinkers like Voltaire and Rousseau challenged outdated beliefs and paved the way for democratic ideals. The expansion of public education in the 19th and 20th centuries led to scientific breakthroughs, economic growth, and greater equality. Today, in a digital age, access to information has never been greater. But education is not just about formal schooling, it is about lifelong learning, critical thinking, and the willingness to adapt. If we want to create a better future, we must cultivate curiosity and reject ignorance. Another way to build a better future is through innovation. Every great leap in human civilization has been driven by those who dared to think differently. The Wright brothers defied gravity, proving that human flight was possible. Marie Curie's discoveries revolutionized medicine. Steve Jobs transformed technology and communication. Innovation is not limited to scientists and inventors. It belongs to anyone who seeks creative solutions to the world's challenges. The greatest threats we face today: climate change, poverty, disease, demand bold solutions. If we want a better future, we must be willing to think beyond the limitations of today. Social progress is another essential element of a better future. Throughout history, societies have evolved through struggles for justice and equality. The abolition of slavery, the fight for women's rights, the end of apartheid were won through the persistence of those who refused to accept injustice. Martin Luther King Jr. did not wait for racial equality to happen. He demanded it. Malala Yousafzai did not wait for education for girls. She fought for it. A better future requires moral courage, the willingness to stand up against oppression, and advocate for those who cannot speak for themselves. If we do nothing in the face of injustice, we allow it to continue. Creating a better future also means taking responsibility for our planet. Climate change is not a distant problem, it is a crisis of our time. History has shown the consequences of environmental neglect. Civilizations like the Mayans and Mesopotamians collapsed partly due to resource mismanagement. The Industrial Revolution brought prosperity, but also pollution. Today, we have the knowledge and technology to reverse environmental damage, but only if we act decisively. Renewable energy, conservation efforts, and sustainable policies are not luxuries, they are necessities. If we want our children to inherit a livable planet, we must change our ways now. Economic opportunity is another pillar of a brighter future. History has proven that economic stability leads to peace, health, and innovation. The post-World War II economic boom lifted millions out of poverty. Microfinance has empowered small entrepreneurs worldwide. The digital economy has created new industries and opportunities. But we must also recognize that economic inequality threatens progress. When wealth is concentrated in the hands of a few while others struggle to survive, societies become unstable. A better future requires fair wages, access to education, and policies that ensure opportunities for all, not just a privileged few. Building a better future also requires resilience. Every generation faces challenges. Wars, depressions, pandemics, and social upheavals test humanity's strength. The Great Depression devastated economies, but led to policies that strengthened the middle class. World War II tore nations apart, but gave rise to international cooperation. The COVID-19 pandemic disrupted lives, but accelerated medical advancements. And remote work. Resilience means learning from hardship and emerging stronger. The future is not shaped by those who avoid struggle, but by those who endure it and grow from it. Leadership is another crucial factor. History's greatest leaders, Abraham Lincoln, Winston Churchill, Mother Teresa, understood that leadership is not about power, but about service. A better future requires leaders who prioritize the well-being of people over personal gain. But leadership is not just for presidents and prime ministers. It belongs to anyone willing to inspire change. A teacher who empowers students, an activist who fights for justice, an entrepreneur who creates jobs. These are the leaders of a better future. Leadership begins with a decision to take action. Finally, a better future depends on unity. Humanity has achieved its greatest progress when people work together. The moon landing was not the work of one person, but of thousands. The eradication of smallpox required global cooperation. The fight against apartheid succeeded because of international solidarity. Division, hatred, and fear weaken societies. If we want a better future, we must choose collaboration over conflict, empathy over prejudice, and hope over cynicism. So how do we create a better future? We educate ourselves and others. We innovate and seek new solutions. We fight for justice and equality. We protect our planet. We build strong economies that uplift everyone. We develop resilience in the face of hardship. We embrace leadership in our daily lives. And we unite rather than divide. The future is not written, it is built by the actions of those who dare to believe in something greater. The people who came before us sacrificed, struggled, and dreamed, so that we could live in a better world. Now, it is our turn. Will we rise to the challenge, or will we wait for others to shape the future for us? The choice is ours. The best time to create a better future is now. And the people who will create it are us.